Okay, so today we are doing something about hedge. So in this one, I want to give you an illustration to go through about the hedging through binomial model and the Black-Scholes model. Now before we continue, I'll just remind you a very brief and important information that I mentioned to you again and again on class. That is, hedging is totally is totally different to making profit. Okay, the purpose of making profit is to try to maximize your return, with certain amount of risk, and the purpose of hedge is that they try to minimize the loss as much as possible. And here's the thing you have to understand: trying to minimize the loss, does not mean maximize the profit. You have to distinguish between this. That means you try to protect your positions from the unexpected change in the price. So the typical question is that if you write a call, then the question is how many how many stock should you buy in advance. You should buy a stock in advance because you're afraid that in the future the price of the stock might increase and the buyer of the call is going to exercise. So that means you will incur the loss if you don't have a stock in advance. But the question is that how much stock should we buy in advance if we write a call? Definitely you see that the one would be the maximum because there's no way you should buy more than one stock. But what happens if, so there are three scenarios here, 1, 2, and 3. So for one, that is that you does not buy any stock. In the second scenario, you buy in advance one stock for one call returns. And third is that you're gonna buy some delta stock for one call return. Now for the first one, it actually doesn't matter here, and the second one we're going to see that and illustrate more detail in the Black-Scholes. And for the third one, you're going to buy some delta stock for one call return. Now here's about the binomials. As you can see, you're very familiar with about the binomial and about the stock price here. So here I consider a very simple case in which I have about 3 periods. And here you can calculate for the option price. Here's about the hedging. As I told you in class, you can use about 2 equations here to find out for the hedge ratio here. 1, 0.50, 0.8, 0.3, 0.6. For those who are absent in class, you can take a look at this. Now, hedge is that at this point in period 2, if I was in the node number 2, I should holding around one stock for me, because as you can see that the price here is already 114. Regardless what's going to happen by the period number 3, there are only 2 possible for this. The price is going to jump to here or here. So therefore, in any case, it always greater than the strike price, and the call option always be exercised. So therefore, that holding one is certainly things. But this one, you should not hold any stock. Why? Because as you can see here, if you are in the period number 2 and you are in the node 0, you see that by the period number 3, the price of the stock can increase or decrease still less than the strike price, which is 100. So therefore, that there's no way the call option is going to be exercised. So therefore, you should not hold anything. And here is the amount of the stock you should hold it. And this one, there is a calling replicating strategy. This replicating means that you're going to continuously adjust your positions. Assuming that you write one call options. The thing is going to be about the put, but with the reverse can be correct. You write one call option. Then that means that in period number 0, you should holding 0.6 stock on you. Then when it's come to about the period number 1, depend if it is a node 1, then you should increase the amount of stock holding from 0.6 to 0.8. But if the price of stock reduced to 90.46, you should reduce the amount of stock you're holding to 0.3. Okay, and then to period number 2 depends on whether which you are in, here or here, that you're going to need to adjust your positions on holding the stock. So here I'm making a simple illustration here. So I have the random here. Okay, every time you can see a change, okay, things gonna change. Okay, now that's mean the stock gonna change from 100 to here to here to here. So this is about H I need to do, and this is about the cost. So as you can see, this is the cost for buying about 0.6 stock in period number 0. You jump into period number 1. This is the cost that you increase from 0.6 stock to 0.8 stock. This is the additional cost, and here's again. Well, definitely in period number 2, everything is going to be fine. Okay, and then here you're going to see that we have 3 types of the cash flow. The first cash flow is that the cash flow from buying the stock. Okay, number of stock you're going to buy, and here is that you don't have anything because on the period number 3, okay, T here is period. Period number 3, you definitely that you cannot adjust anything, so therefore that on here on period number 3 depends on whether the stock price is going to be above or below. So you're going to sell O, okay, O your position on period number 2, okay, which is here. Okay, and that's going to bring you the cash flow. Here is about the exercise cost. Okay, that means I'm considering the case that everything is going to happen and the buyer is going to exercise, so this is going to be my loss, because you can see that this is the price and the strike is 100, so therefore that the cost for this is about minus 22. And here is the option, because I short one options, so therefore this is the amount of cash I receive. Hence I plus for the total. Okay, this is the amount of cash flow I receive for every period. Then as you can see that because of the period, it's not about we need to switch everything back to about the present value or in the future value. It depends on you. So therefore this is about this divide for the discount. And I have here about luckily. Is it luckily or something? I got a 0 here. I don't know. Okay. So in your assignment, your task is going to be very simple. Here I'm going to open for your task. Like more. Now, this is about the assignment here. Now on these assignments here, okay, you show me your H position. Okay, that means that you're gonna do exactly the same things on the Excel file. Okay, but except for only one thing, that you're gonna have about 53 period here. Okay, it's gonna be simple for you. And I think I will add another questions for you, that you're gonna have another questions about the 15 period. Okay, just in case for you to practice a little bit. Okay, this is all about question number 2. Back to that about question number 1, you're gonna read a PDF file. Okay, that I will upload. This one is gonna show you about the transformation from the binomial to the Black-Scholes model. Okay, you can download and read here, and then I want you to make me a 1-page summarize about 1 to 2 page about summarize about how you're going to perform from the binomial to about the Black-Scholes. Okay, and the formula, how you achieve that. Okay, that's question 1 and question 2. Probably you're going to have some kind of 2 bits here about 15 period. Okay. 3. Watch the video following. Well, actually this is the video you need to watch. Then perform. Here's the information about that. Okay, and here is about one more thing about binomial here. This is about performing for the bigger period. For 20 period, I calculate everything, and then okay, I make a simple illustration. Okay, as you can see one at a time. Okay, change. Actually, the things included here is about some kind of random function here. You can copy this one, is okay. So therefore that depends on that whether that the stock previous stock going to be U or D, U or D, U or D, U or D. okay, and so therefore a difference price. And the hedge here is simply that I just look up for the value here, okay, 98.04, and I look up here to find our position in order to determine for the amount of hedging here. This one you can start and practice it, no problem. I'm going to leave you here index here, okay. This one you can take a look, and I will upload this one too for you, but with the value only. There's no formula here, so therefore that you're gonna do things on your own, okay. Hedge, and this is about money, as I told you, have the amount of money. This is the exercise cost when you're holding, and this is about the income when you're getting when you write down one call options. And like the same previous, I have my total things here, and discount, and then try to calculate where is the net present value of the auto cost here, okay. That's it. Now I'm going to move to and before I move on, these are the functions that you're probably going to need to use. Functions, that is index function, match functions. For the match functions, you probably would like to see that I need to use around here, okay, because well, we need to round things here, and you should probably round everything here, because if you don't round, when you make calculation, there'll be a very slightly more different, which make that this function match, they cannot find out the value, okay. So that is my warning. Index match and found, that would be great, and you can perform this one, no problem, okay. Next is about the options for hedging. So in this one, this kind that I'm gonna give you some kind of initial assumption like the stock price, expiration in year. So this is, you have to assume that we have 200 trading day per year. In some place about 250 or 252, it's okay, no problem about that. Now here's about the implied volatility and the risk-free rate. Everything here I told you is in 1 year, so therefore that this one is in 1 year already, risk-free rate in 1 year. About the expiration in year, so because we are doing about 6 months, so therefore which is equivalent about 1/2 of the year, okay, no problem. So here I want to have the random, which gonna be the random return for the stock, so which gonna use this in order to calculate for the stock price, okay. As you can see, the stock price equal this multiplied by this, okay. This is the period, no problem. This is T. It indicates me how much time do I have left until the maturity. And here you can see that from period number 0 to period number 100. So I'm going to have about half year, so therefore my T is going to be 0.5. But here from say like from 50, I'm going to have about, which means I'm going to have a quarter of a year, so here's 0.25, okay. Here's about stock price, you can calculate. Here's N1. Now in order to calculate for N1, you need to use the function norm this, okay, with the ending things going to tell you it's true, okay. In that function, the slot number 4. For D2, you're going to perform the same things, and you can find the norm for D2 in the Black-Scholes model. Now here's about the call option. This call option is extracted and calculated from the Black-Scholes model. I will not show the formula here, but you're going to see about it. Next is about the delta. Delta is simply that sorry, my bad mistake. For D1 and D2, you need to use about the norm disk for norm distributions to calculate for that. It's actually nothing related to that. The thing you need to use for the norm disk is the delta here, which is the norm distribution of D1, okay. And you're having this here. And where is the cost here? Now the cost here is simply that if you short one call, so the price of the call is about 4,145, so you're going to receive the cash inflow for 145. But you need to buy some kind of 0.56 stock. If you buy this stock, this is the amount of money going to cost you, okay. And this is going to be net cost, which is going to be this one plus this one, okay. And here's about the cost. Here is going to be because you're going to adjust your position, say like here they say delta is about 0.56, and here's the delta should be about 0.53. If it's 0.53, so that means I'm gonna make some kind, selling some part of my stock, and it makes this little profit. Okay, on here, because it increased from 0.52 to 0.53, so therefore I need to pay a little more. Okay, now these are the things, and everything lasts well until period number 99. And what happened in number 100? In number 100, the poor thing is that depends on the stock price. Here, if the stock price is greater than the strike price, which is 50, then you're gonna exercise that. Buyer gonna exercise it. And when buyer exercise that, that means that you're gonna make a loss here. Okay, simply 50.55 minus by 50, and that is your loss, about minus 0.050. Okay, and this one, in the period number 99, you're going to see this one. Okay, this is delta, so this one will be in period number 99. This is the last amount of stock you're holding, 0.7338. so when you're holding this amount of stock, what you're going to do is that in period number 100, you're going to selling dump O. Okay, selling dump O here, and you get about plus with all the things here. Okay, here one factor, selling all the stock here, and then here and there, and which means gives you the final profit for you. In this case, you're gonna make the hedging strategy is about 3.79. And if you cannot imagine about that, that is if you are buying on a exchange market and you are about to selling 1 million of the option. So this means that this is about, you're gonna get a profit about 3.8 million. Okay. Of course, things here is about next is about here is about hedging for one stock, one call. What does it mean for one stock, one call? That means that if I write one call, then I'm gonna buy one stock, and this one is gonna cost me around minus 46 million. Okay, if I'm gonna selling 1 million option. Of course, this is gonna be not the case. And this one is about no hedge. As you can see, no hedge is gonna be take a lot of risk. Because for no hedge, if the price of the call option is below the exercise one, definitely you make a good choice. But if what happens if it is above, then you're gonna make a lot of loss here. Okay, and here's about a random. And in order to illustrate for this, I want to show you something. Data. Here, random. Okay, and I'm gonna have number 1 is 100. Okay, I'm gonna choose for normal. Normal, the mean is gonna 0.1 for example, and here is 0.005. Okay, maybe this is one. Output is here. Press OK. You see, stock price change. Okay, and let's see how much do we got. Well, I still got some profit here. Okay, but let's make another illustration. This way is some kind, you can call it about simulations. Now the implied volatility is about 0.3 for a year, 0.3 for a year, so which means gonna make me about 0.3 divided by S3RT 200. It's gonna be about 0.2 per day. Okay, I'm gonna data analysis this one, and I'm gonna make this a little bit minus here. Okay, minus 2 or minus 3. Okay, and I'm gonna press OK, and you're gonna see the stock price is gonna move down. As the stock price moves down, it's gonna be reduced significantly, but somehow by hedging you're still making some pretty cool profit. No idea how is it going to be possible. Just kidding. Or you can change a little bit here. This is about the play, how you're gonna play with those things. See the simulation of the stock. Okay, stock moves up, moves down, nothing. And by following strictly for the hedging strategy, you can actually make some profit here. Okay, but note it doesn't mean hedging make profit. Sometimes you make the loss, and the loss is going to be small. Okay, I hope you enjoy it, and this is the things that you're gonna do for this one. After you do this, and you have to perform for this, and when you're performing for this, this means you are performing exactly about this line. Okay, sorry, exactly about this sheet, and then in this Excel sheet I'm going to send to you. It's all about the numbers, okay, and that is a way for you to check about your result, okay. And thank you for listening. Good night.